and we got a little bit of WoollyPod Vetch here. It kind of got taken over by volunteer rye and triticale back there. WoollyPod Vetch is a spring annual, so again, we would not typically plant it in the fall, expecting it to overwinter. This section right in here, it did very well. As you move south, it acts as a winter annual, so it's every bit as good as hairy vetch. In Australia, New Zealand, they commonly use it. But WoollyPod Vetch is a spring annual, so when it's spring planted, this will grow faster and bloom quicker than any of the other vetches. When it's fall planted like this, you can see it's kind of behind the hairy vetch as far as where it's blooming. But if it's a spring planted, this would be ahead of that. So if you're further south, this is going to be a better choice. Or if you're doing a spring plant, WoollyPod Vetch is a great crop to include. Very deep rooted as well.
Yeah. Can you bring that camera in back here? The vetches tend to be very viney plants, and if you give them something to climb, you can, you get the trellis effect where, if you have vetch growing by itself, it just makes a mat, and basically you get 1 acre of leaves on 1 acre of ground. If you give it something to climb, you get this corrugated canopy where you can get 2 or 3 acres of leaves on 1 acre of ground. That's one of the real beauties of having diversity in your mix and having tall plants, vining plants, and so forth. And you can see that this vetch, taking advantage of the structure of the rye here and the triticale, you've got more leaves here on the acre. And so that's the same phenomenon is also happening below ground. And it's hard to observe, obviously, what's happening below ground when you're standing above ground, but trust me, it's better.